Hi there, Michelle here, and welcome back to my channel. And today's video is another Monday vlog. I don't know how long this vlog is going to be. I think it might be a little bit shorter than the ones I've been putting out in the last few weeks, only because I don't really have a ton of things to talk about right now. Last week, I was just so focused on that one top that I really didn't do anything. If you are new to my channel and you like crocheting, yarn, knitting, thrifting, 80s, you know, this vibe, why not hit the subscribe button? If you subscribe to my channel, then you will be up to date to all of my latest videos and projects. From my analytics, it says that 33% of people who watch my content are not subscribed. So if you're one of those 33% and you feel like sticking around, why not hit the subscribe button? What did I do last week? Right. I just worked on a Tunisian top. Okay, my bangs are getting to that point where like I know I need to cut them, but I don't want to. So this is the top that I made last week. So cute. The only reason why I'm not wearing it right now, what is this from? I don't know. There's a string. I wanted to wear it today. It was just a little cold today, and so I didn't get to wear it. This was the simple stitch. Now, funny enough is that I forgot to do a step, and my lovely subscribers let me know in the comments today, and I'm like, I didn't do that, but I didn't lose any stitches, so I don't know what happened. When you do the return pass, you're supposed to, like on the first one, you're just supposed to loop over one, and then you loop over your two on the way back. I don't do Tunisian crochet as much as I used to, and so I just completely forgot about that step. And so I wasn't doing that extra loop. Not doing that extra loop, I didn't lose any stitches. Like it's still like a perfect square or rectangle or whatever shape this is. When I was doing it, there was like this little tiny loop, and I'm like, shouldn't this loop be a little bit bigger? But it's fine, I'll just put my hook in it anyways. That loop was supposed to be bigger, I think, and I just forgot to do that step for every single piece on this. And it did not occur to me until somebody made that comment. I'm like, right, I completely forgot about that. Anyways, thank you for letting me know that I forgot that step. I will definitely not forget it in the future. That's the only way that I can remember things, is if I do it wrong and then I'm like, oh, I was supposed to do it this way. I'm never gonna forget now. It turned out okay. It doesn't look like I lost any stitches, so I don't know what I did, but it looks okay. This took me 40 hours to make. 40 hours to make, that's a lot of time. And I'm still not 100% sure if I want to redo the sleeves. I'm like on the fence. It's the sleeves. If I decide to take it apart, I just have to take the sleeve off, just remake them but wider, but also have to redo the ribbing. And if I decide to make it wider, I will have to keep that blue yarn. So I did buy an extra blue yarn for the ribbing because I thought I would not have enough yarn. But it turns out I still have a good chunk of yarn left over that if I wanted to redo the sleeves, I definitely could, but I would have to use that new blue because I need more blue than any other color because of the ribbing. And I'm just not 100% sure if I want to do that because sewing the sleeves on, that was a doozy. I don't want to do that again. I'm still on the fence. I have not returned the blue yarn yet, but there is a few other projects that I really want to do that I do need to get yarn from Central Pearl. If I return it, then I can get a store credit and then I can get like other yarn instead because the yarn was $16 each, which is not cheap, but I mean like this is so cute. The yarn was definitely worth it. Sometimes you do have to pay a little bit more money for the yarn that you want and then you get the outcome that you want. I don't know if I really want to go back and do the sleeve again. There's a lot of questions going in my head and I gotta answer them eventually. I'm gonna have to make the decision if I want to make the sleeves wider sooner than later. And in 1 week, if I still am unsure of what I wanna do, I'm just gonna return that yarn and the decision is made for me because once that yarn is returned, I can't do anything else with this because I won't have that yarn anymore. I will make this decision sometime this week. Anyways, yeah, this was my Saturday video and it is up now if you haven't watched it yet. If you didn't watch the video, it is out now and the pattern is called the Trails Tee. I did do a little bit of modification on it and I did make the size large, but I did use smaller yarn than suggested. So this is probably more of like a medium, I would have to say. This is from the book called Tunisian Crochet Wardrobe by Lindsay, and she goes by Just the Worsted on Instagram. If you want to follow her and see the other patterns she does have, she has a lot of really good patterns in her new book, but she also has a lot of great patterns on her Etsy. That's that. Okay, what else did I do? I didn't really, that was like everything that I did last week. Last week, I just spent the whole week working on that top, and I really didn't do anything else. But I did get a few new things that I am really excited to show you. One has to do with crocheting and one does not. I thought it would be interesting to show you anyways, like a little show and tell, because I don't got a lot of stuff to talk about in this vlog, so why not talk about random things? I bought this. I know Stranger Things is over, but I am still going to buy Stranger Things merch. It is the Coleman Stranger Things Cooler collab. Okay. I haven't even taken this little thing off the back yet. A little backpack, and it's a cooler. It's also made out of corduroy. I love corduroy, okay? You got the little zipper in the front, and it goes all the way down. Put a lot of stuff in there. And then in the back, which I didn't realize till right now, but you also have a pocket in the back, and then there's these straps, and I'm not too sure. It's something to do with like you also clip it. You can clip it to this side, and then you do something with these to, like, I guess keep the strap down if you don't want the strap. I'm probably just going to keep the strap up. Those little straps are to attach it to a bike's handlebars. Yeah, I figured that one out. I just love these colors, and even if it didn't say Stranger Things and it had these colors, I probably would buy it because it does scream the 80s to me, but obviously they put these colors because it is Stranger Things, and Stranger Things is set in the 80s. I wanted this since they first released it, and I think they released it in October, so before the new season. And this is the inside. Get the cooler down there. You also get like a little pouch. It was on sale, by the way. I got it at Canadian Tire for, I believe, $30, and that was the sale price. I don't know what the original price was. I wanted this back when it first came out in October, but unfortunately it was only being sold through the Coleman brand website. They weren't shipping to Canada at the time. It was like only if you were in the States you could buy this. And I'm like, of course. It's always the States. Being from Canada, sometimes I can't get what people in the States get. I wanted it, and obviously I couldn't get it, and I was disappointed. And then I was on Instagram the other day, like the morning, woke up, went on Instagram just to check it out. You know how you get those like ads in the story? So it's like you'll be seeing someone you follow, like their story, you'll be clicking through it, and then an ad will pop up. Well, it was a Canadian Tire ad for this, and I'm like, what do you mean Canadian Tire has this? I wasn't planning on going there today, but I guess my plans have changed, and I'm going to Canadian Tire to get this, because that is what I did. Now, they did come out with a whole collection, so I believe they also came out with a plastic cooler. They also came out with this really cool camping lantern, and they did come out with a sleeping bag. Oh, there's a tent. I didn't know there was a tent. Okay, so that looks like all they have. Oh, there's a chair. I didn't know there was a chair. On the Canadian Tire website, when I went to, see if they had anything else, I only saw this one. They also had a red version of this, but I thought this one just looks so much cooler, and I just obviously loved it. I did not have any of the other things, and honestly, thank goodness they didn't, because then I would have spent all of my money on those things, and I did not need to do that. Although I would love the sleeping bag, and I think the sleeping bag is for adults. I don't think it's a child sleeping bag, and I would love the lantern. I don't really need the cooler because I have like a vintagey cooler already, and then I obviously have this cooler. I do want the lantern and the sleeping bag, so if I ever see those, I will buy them. I know I can buy them online. I've seen them on Amazon. I don't need them that badly that I will buy them online. If Canadian Tire has them, or another store that like is local to me and I can go in to actually see it in person, okay, I will buy it. So I know I can buy the other things online. I just don't need them right now. Season 5 of Stranger Things, I'll admit, is not my favorite season. Okay. It's kind of tied with season 3. Season 1 is number 1. Season 2 is number 2. Okay. Like season 1 and 2 are kind of tied because Steve and Dustin's whole like friendship forming in season 2 is like my favorite, but just the nostalgia and like the vibe of season 1 is my favorite season. And then it goes season 4. Season 4 was so good, so well written. I think that's why season 5 suffered a little bit, because how are you going to compete with season 4? Season 4 was so good. And then I think it goes season 3. Just because I'm not the biggest fan of Summer. Like, there was a good storyline. And that's the thing, is I keep forgetting. Like, I remember certain parts of season 3. I'm like, oh, I didn't really like this or that. But then I forget, like, oh, but then, like, there's so many other good parts in season 3. So every time I go to watch season 3 of Stranger Things, I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll watch it. At the very end, I'm like, I love this season. It's so good. So it does go season 3. and then it goes season 5. I need to rewatch season 5 though, because I think I was just so hyped up of like what was gonna happen. Like, is anyone like not gonna make it at the end of the season? Anyways, the whole point that I brought up season 5 is season 5 had the best merchandise for all the seasons, because I think they knew it was ending, so they were just throwing everything out there. It's like, okay, let's put Stranger Things on every single product out there and people will buy it, and I'm the people that I did buy it, okay? I think I had merchandise from like every single season, but season 5 really ramped it up. I mean, like, come on, they did a collab with a camping brand. How many times do I go camping or outdoors? Not a lot, but if I do, I'm prepared now. Something else that I did order came in today, and I am so excited to show you. It's very small and not like that significant to people, but I am really excited about it. And that is, I bought little tags with my name on it, so when I make things for people, I can put my little tags in it. They're very simple, nothing really too crazy. It was kind of like, you could pick the size you wanted for like the little tag. You can put your text like made by or whatever you want to put, and you could put a little symbol. All right, so that's mine. It says made by P.O.BOX, and it has a little yarn ball. I think these are the size large. I'm kind of glad I got the size large. I was kind of thinking about getting the medium one because they said best value or whatever, or best for your buck, but I got the large. I think it looks pretty good. And I got it in like an off-white background color and then an orange for the text. It's definitely my colors. And then that way, if I make somebody a tapestry or anything, I can put my little label in it and they know it was made by me. And I think I got a pack of like 30. So I won't really be putting them on my projects that I make for myself because I know that they're for me. If I make something for somebody else, I can put my little tag on it. I thought I would talk about these a little bit more, but that's essentially it. So I do have a project coming up where I am making something for somebody, and I really wanted to have name tags or made by labels that I can put in the project and also for future projects. I don't really make a lot of projects for a lot of people. Like this thing is usually when I make a project, I make it for myself. So I don't think I'll be running out of these anytime soon. I would like to get into the habit of maybe making things for other people. My friend Lily, there is another project. That's not the project that I was talking about before, but there's a project that I do want to make for her, and then I can put my little label in that too. So got little labels now. What I want to do today is I want to go look through my yarn. So we're going to be looking through my yarn today. For this week's project, I want to make a cute spring vest. I feel like every time I make a vest, it never turns out the way that I want it to, but I think this one might. Maybe. I did bring this up in my last vlog and in my organizing my yarn video, but I want to make a vest with little, like with granny squares that are inspired by pansy flowers. Pansies were never really my favorite flower growing up, only because of the cartoon Alice in Wonderland and how mean they were, and I'm like, I don't like them. So I never really cared for them, but when I was doing my 24 days of granny squares, and that is when I roll for the colors for the square using a D20 dice, and the one square, when it came out, looked exactly like a pansy flower, like in my mind, and I'm like, I need to make this into something eventually. This was the first time I did my 24 days of granny squares, so that was back in 2024. So it's been well over a year and a half since I had made that square, but this week I am finally going to do the project that is inspired by that square. What's going to happen is we're going to go and look through some yarn because I need to find the colors, hoping to just use yarn from my yarn stash. I do not want to buy any yarn for this project. I need to have a dark color, then I need to have a lighter color, and then I need to have the bright green, and then the border color is going to be a dark green, a dark purple, a light purple, a dark blue, a light blue, a dark red, and then like maybe a pink. I gotta see what colors that I have and what will look good together. When I saw these colors together, I'm like, this is a flower, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in that video. I thought what would be fun for this video is let's go through my yarn stash and get the yarn I need for this project. I think I'm going to use worsted weight yarn because I have a lot of that. Oh, this one's heavy. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. This is my warm tone yarn. I kind of have this red. I think that's the same red. Okay, I have this pink. I think I'm just going to grab a bunch of yarns and then we can sort through them. Okay, that could be cool with like maybe like a butter yellow. Butter yellow is better. I don't want too many colors. I don't know, that pink could be fun. It's with like the right color. I feel like that's, oh, I don't even know what this is. It's so bright though. I have like this pumpkin-y orange. I also have this one. So we'll take that out too. Okay. All right. The cool tones. So this is the green that I want to do for the Join As You Go. Is this the same green? I don't know. I think this is the green that I want to use for the flat, like for the green part, like the lighter green part. I want that purple color for sure. I want something more blue, I think, than that. The one purple that I want, and I have no idea where it is. Okay, I have this dark blue, and then I wouldn't mind having like a light blue to go with it. Maybe those blues together, that actually, I do like that. Okay. I don't have my purples. The whole point of this video is to have those purple colors together, and they're not in here. And I want them, and I don't want to buy any more yarn. Let's go through the yarn and pick the colors that I want for the project. Now here's the thing. The whole reason I wanted to do this project is because of that purple yarn, and I don't know where it is. It's the only color that I cannot find. Like, I can visualize the yarn in my head and what it looks like. I just don't know where it is. So I'm thinking maybe my sister has it, so I'll have to see if she does, and if she doesn't, she could have used it all up. I know I didn't, but she uses those colors. If she used that yarn, I will have to go out and buy more yarn because I want the purple ones, okay? The purple ones are the whole reason why I wanted to do this project, and it's the only color that I couldn't find. Let's go over the colors that I do know that I'm gonna use. So first off, this is the color that I'm going to be using for my Join As You Go. So it's like this dark green. It is called Hunter Green. This I did buy for my Christmas sweater project. And it's this really beautiful dark green that almost kind of looks black in certain lighting. Kind of thinking, do I want to have like a black border? Because I love granny squares with a black border, like this blanket back here. I think it looks so good. Or do I want a green? But this is a really nice dark green. So I think this is the green I'm gonna go with. Then I have, it's this one and this one. They're two different colors. I kind of see myself using this one here. I like how bright this is. This is like a little dull, but I don't know how much green I'm gonna get out of this one. I think this should be enough for all the granny squares that I wanna make. They kind of look the same like this, and then you put them together and they look different, but when you put them apart, they kind of look the same. So this will be on every single square. So now it's time to figure out the rest of it. I have some blues. I'm either thinking these two together or these two together. Maybe I could do two different types of blues. So maybe I could do these two together and then do another one with these two together. Because for this one, I also could do a bunch of different types of blues. So like this could be the light blue to this dark blue, but then this could be the dark blue to this light blue. We'll put those together. This one here, I did take out, it's a different thickness than the rest. This is that Craft Smart Soft Classics yarn that is just thicker than everything else. So I don't think I'm going to be using this. I kind of want to just do basic flower colors because that's more like a teal aqua. And I don't know if there is a pansy that color. There could be some type of hybrid, but anyways, I want these two yellows to be together. So this one here is called, I think, Butter. And then this one here is called Big Twist Value. Don't have a lot of big twist. And so I wanted to try this color and I haven't really had a project to use it with. I think this will look good. So we have my yellow. Okay, I do have this orange one. I'm kind of thinking maybe this. I'm not 100% sure I want to do orange. I got to kind of look at it together. Maybe I'll make like one of each and then see which ones I like better. So now I have all of these like pinks and reds. I'm kind of thinking these two will look good. I believe this is like cherry red and this is something else that I just can't think of the name right now. Brought all these out just in case I saw something else that could work, but I'm not really seeing anything that I really like. Because right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the purple is 5. I have 5 different colors, and I think 5 is good. I don't want to have too many, although like this color is so pretty. You know what? Let's just look up pansy flowers. There are some really neat ones, like this one up here where it is purple and yellow, which is kind of neat, but I think I just want to stick with the same color So like a light blue, a dark blue, a light purple, a dark purple. Although this one here with the dark purple and the blue is kind of nice, but I don't have that type of blue and I really don't want to be buying more yarn than I need. Like that one purple, if I can't find it, I will be buying it, okay? Because I need that one. If I can find it, great. If not, that will probably be the only yarn that I'll be buying for this project. Ooh, that one's neat too. That one's like this one. It's like a dark blue with like kind of, I'm gonna take a screenshot. Okay, maybe I should have like looked these up before. Oh, that one's fun too with the yellow with like the orange center, like a dark orange center. These granny squares are just inspired by the pansy flower. They don't have to look exactly like it. Now I know there's like a little yellow spot in the middle of each of these flowers. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not, because I totally could just like crochet something and put it there, like a cute little button or something. But yeah, so I think the colors I got are pretty good. All right, so these are the colors that I have. So I have red, orange, yellow, blue. That empty spot is where the purple is gonna go. And then I have the greens. I kind of want to go with this green. I like how bright it is and I think I should have enough of it, but I think the colors look really good. I'm still not too sure what to do with this. I'm kind of thinking either going this way or this way, and I'm kind of leaning more towards this one here. I think this one is just a little too bright. I'm really glad that I did find the yarn that I need, minus the purple. It's been a year and a half, so I really don't know what happened to them. They could have gone anywhere. My sister definitely probably has them in her room. So I gotta go ask her about that. Because if I don't have to buy more yarn, that'd be great. I also do have this color and I would love to find another color to go with it. Either a lighter version or a darker version of this. So maybe I will buy another yarn to go with this one because I think this one's really pretty and I would love to include this one as well into this. Do you think these two colors could go together? Maybe, but I kind of want something a little bit more purple to go with this. I'm gonna put this on the floor so I can maybe look for something to go with it. That kind of sorts out this week's project. It is the next day. It is Sunday now. I just filmed my intro to this project here for the Granny Square Vest video that I already showed you the yarn for, and that's what I want to work on today. So I really needed to film that intro before I could actually start working on it. But I thought I would do a little estate sale haul because I know there wasn't really that much interesting in the video this week. So let's do a little estate sale haul and see what I got. Now I did buy a bunch of candles, but I gave them to my mom because she's always looking for candles. So I already gave those to her. But I did find some good stuff. So first off, I found a ruler. I say I found some good stuff and then I show a ruler. I've never seen this type of ruler before. It is called the Crayola Straight Edge. I don't know how this works, but it's like you press it and this little thing sticks out. You line it up with your paper and then you press it, you know, make a straight line and it's not going to move on you. I don't know. I thought that would be good for some crafts. I bought this craft book. It is the Halloween in Plastic Canvas. It was originally $6.29. And then you can make like all these really fun projects. What year is this from? And I want to get back into like plastic canvas projects. I always think they're so fun. Oh, 1988. So this book is older than me. These projects are older than me. Oh my goodness, but look at this one with the little cat and the pumpkin tissue box. I want to make that. And what's fun though is that I can use my yarn stash with these. It's yarn and plastic canvas. I also do have a lot of plastic canvas. You can get it at like Walmart, Lens Mill. Pretty sure you can get it at Michael's. They come in different sizes, so you can get one that's like a smaller grid versus like a bigger grid, and you use yarn. So like this would be great to use up my yarn stash. And you know how much I love orange. And I have all these colors. I also got this here. It is the Viewmaster 3D. I don't know what year this is. This looks kind of new-ish. But you know, you do that and it changes. There we go. I had one of those growing up. Don't know where it is. It was also an older version than that, I think. I got some cute napkins that I believe the person made just by looking at the stitches, but they're so cute. They're like berries. It's berry napkins. You got your raspberries, your strawberries, your blueberries, your blackberries, and I think there's some cherries in there. Then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 napkins. They're so cute. I got a camera. It is a Sony CyberShot. I tried to open it and I can't open it. I don't think it's supposed to be this hard to open, but I couldn't open it to see if there was a battery in it, so I just put it in my bag and hopefully I can open it and see if it works. I gotta do more research on how to open this thing up. I got 2 decks of playing cards. I'm really into collecting playing cards now. This one here has like some flowers on it. And I got this deck here. It's like gold and shiny, and I thought that was pretty, and that's what's on the front. I've been kind of looking everywhere for these items, and my Instagram friend Jessie, who goes by 80s Retro Beat, has them, and I get so jealous when I see them. I'm like, but I want them too. I actually found them. Original 1980s Care Bears. I was obsessed with the Care Bears as a child. I was born in 89, so, you know, by the time I watched television, it was probably like 2, 3. I just remember being a kid and all I was watching was the Smurfs and Care Bears. And I actually found 2 of the Care Bears. I would like to have all of them. I've also noticed that Walmart came out with a Care Bear. Well, I saw it at Walmart, and it was like the Canadian Care Bear because Canada Day is coming up. It has a little maple leaf in the middle, and I'm like, do I want to get that? Like, am I going to be a Care Bear collector now? I first saw him. Look at his little tuft of hair and this, and then it even has the little red on his bottom. And this is Grumpy Bear, and it is from 1983. Wow. I think by the time I was watching Care Bears in the 90s, the popularity kind of fizzled out, so they weren't really making as many like kids' toys in the 90s for Care Bears. It's definitely more of an 80s thing, but I watched it in the 90s, so I think that's why I didn't have a lot of Care Bears. But like, this is Grumpy Bear, and he has, look how cute his little tummy is. Oh my gosh. So cute. And then the other one is this one here, and this one here is called Tender Heart Bear. Tender Heart Bear, like I remember this one. I remember them saying this bear's name. And then of course it has the little thing, and it still has the original tag. And this one is also from 1983 and has the little heart and the little tuft of hair. Oh, and the little tongue. Totoro has a little tongue like that. I saw these and I'm like, you're coming home with me. Don't know where to put them right now. Probably in my room. I have like a shelf. So maybe if I find more of these, I will start collecting them. I'm really bad at collecting things. I'll be like, oh, this is my new obsession. I'm going to start collecting it. And then I fizzle out and then I start collecting something else. But I would love to collect all the original Care Bears. 2 little Care Bears that I found. Yeah, so I just thought I would include a nice little estate sale haul in this video. I haven't done a thrift video or a thrift with me video in a really long time. Don't really do those as much anymore because instead of spending money on thrifting things, I spend all my money on yarn and yarn accessories. But yeah, I thought I would just include this in this vlog. I think that does it for this vlog. I know it's not as long as my other ones, but honestly, I was so busy with that top last week, I wasn't able to do anything. Whereas the week before, I got my yarn all organized, I got that back room cleaned out, and I did that so then that way, well, this past week, I was able just to focus on working on the top. Hopefully more interesting things happen this week that I can talk about next week. In the comments below, please let me know what you all are working on. I love reading your projects and what you're working on because sometimes you guys will say something, I'm like, that's a good idea. That is something that I definitely want to do. You can inspire me for projects and then you can inspire other people for projects. Yeah, I just love reading what y'all are working on. I think that does it for this video, so y'all have a good day now.